Today we have kind of a quiet sky. Now we do have the beautiful energy of the new moon. We are still basking in that, although it's coming to an end. So we could also be feeling the full moon energy starting to build up on us. Okay, so we could be feeling that kind of transition coming in our life. We'll also have the moon moving signs later in the evening. So it moves from Aquarius to Pisces. By the way, with the moon moving, be careful of spending, signing contracts, things like that today, because it's called a void, of course, moon, or of course a void moon, whatever it might be. Anyways, it's when the moon is moving signs and there hasn't been any kind of transit happening. So it's not until the first transit happens again that the moon goes out of void. Usually it only happens like a couple of hours. A lot of times it happens while we're all asleep, so I rarely bring it up. But today is one of those days where it's going to be like a 12-hour period where we really should be, if there's anything that you were thinking of buying, I would hold off today if possible, or signing on the dotted line. This isn't really a day that's recommended energy-wise for doing that. But besides that, we have beautiful energy. We even have the Mercury-Jupiter trine still activated for us. So all that information I gave you yesterday about the clarity, the clarity, the understanding coming in, the sharp mind, it's all with us still today. So let's sit back, let's relax, let's explore the cosmic energies. Together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, how to utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the positive, loving support that you send my way each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus, September the 26th, 2023. We'll start with the numerology. Now, the 26 energy is about accomplishment. It's about fruition. It's about things coming together, things, things forming together, things cementing together, things that we have been working on. We're seeing some of the successes now, some of the conclusions to it. 2 plus 6 is an 8, and an 8 is abundance in our pocket kind of energy. It is definitely the financial number. And so today is one of those days when we can see how we can utilize our money to move forward in certain ways. Now pay attention to that. We have the void, of course, which is don't actually sign on the dotted line. But the 8 energy opens up our mind to the new opportunities that might be available, the aha moments, the epiphanies, the new ideas and approaches to money, managing your money, growing your money. And how do we do that? It's through our strength. It's embracing our strength. It's embracing our courage. It's taking a risk on ourselves. It's believing in ourselves and our dreams enough to at least take the risk to try. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, 9 plus 8 plus 7 is the 24 energy. The 24 energy is a love energy. It's about growing those relationships stronger and deeper. It could be a day where marriage proposals happen, new relationships take the next step, or you meet somebody today who will be a soulmate on a 24 energy kind of day. 2 plus 4 is a 6 energy, and that is about our habits, that's our behaviors, looking at where we need to change our habits, change our behaviors to honor ourselves in some way. There's all those little habits every one of us has that they're not the most sensible ones if we're really trying to move forward in a healthy and dynamic way. And yet we still hold on to those habits and behaviors. And really what they're doing is they're pulling us down, they're weighing us down, they're burdening us, they're not allowing us to move forward in the way we want. They're detrimental perhaps to our health, our lifestyle. So it's about incorporating new habits, new behaviors in order to really feel the strength, feel the strength within you. Attach that to the wisdom you have about how good this change will be for you. And it will bring in successes. It'll bring in clarity. It's about loving ourselves and taking the time to appreciate us and taking the best care of us possible. Sun is in Libra. The moon will be in Aquarius all day until evening when it moves into Pisces, and the moon is void today, so just be careful of any kind of spending or signing on the dotted line while that's happening. Although we have the Mercury and Jupiter energy bringing us optimism, bringing us joy, bringing us laughter, bringing us the expansion in our thoughts, the expansion in our through our thoughts, or through our words. Okay, we'll turn to the cards here. And our shadow card today is, look at this, the Knight of Swords. We are jumping onto that stallion, we are raising our swords, and we are yelling charge. There's an energy about us today to go forward, an energy today to conquer, to face that challenge, because we know success is on the other side. This is also a card that says that we might have been, it's almost like we've been going through this forest or this very thick patch where we had to dismount from our horse. We had to walk our horse. The path was a little treacherous. It took time. We might have gotten lost and walked in a circle for a while, but now we hit this clearing. We see that expansive horizon. We see where we can go, and we jump onto our stallion and we ride and we yell charge, facing the battle, because we know there'll be successes on the other side. Our first card is the Three of Wands. So we are looking forward, and we are wondering how to incorporate our decisions so that they're workable, that they're practical, that they're doable. We may be looking at different ways and different options. Remember, we've got the moon right now in Aquarius, so we may be looking at some very unconventional ways of actually moving forward in the way we want. And we'll look at some of this, and we'll see how it plays out and if it can play out successfully. We may not actually be making the decision today to do that, or we might be incorporating other scenarios, some kind of unique twist or unconventional twist, or odd or strange, or it's not what you would normally think of doing, but hey, this just might work, right? It might be the golden nugget that nobody knows about. Eventually you will make a decision, and that could possibly be today. Let's see because that is the first card. So it might be through mulling through things for the day that we finally come to some conclusions about how we do want to go forward, what steps we want to take next, how the action plan will play out. We have the Nine of Swords. We're worried, we're concerned, and we're worried over the little petty things. Now, we were in Virgo not too long ago. The sun was in Virgo, and we tended to look at the smaller details a lot more. We could still be focused on that instead of widening the lens, so to speak, into the broader picture. A lot of things that are happening in your life today, you won't even remember a year from now. Heck, I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday morning. So, well, I can, but you know what I'm saying. So sometimes we get, we have these little small worries and stresses, and when we start to think about them, when we start to give them the energy that they don't deserve in the first place, we start to grow that stress into something insurmountable that we don't think that we can cross over, that we don't think we can break through. So watch where your mind is going. Control your thoughts, okay? It's your thoughts. It's your imagination. So when your thoughts start to take you down that rabbit hole, you stop it and you start putting your thoughts to where you want to project. So your best life ever, or what your plan is going to be. Start working out the strategy in your mind. Start expecting good results, seeing them in your mind, so they're more apt to appear in your reality. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. It's a lot about weighing out decisions today. Now, this one has a little bit of a twist to it because we hold a pentacle in each hand. So they both paths have some kind of great value. Okay? Also, there's two ships coming in. They're identical in their looks. So both paths may be very similar to us. The thing is we have to get down to the port, and we have to get on one of those ships before the ships leave the port. Otherwise, both opportunities may be lost to us. And if you're supposed to go that way, something else will arrive, but it might not be as great, or it might be more struggles, or... So we really have to... Making no decision is a decision many times, and we're kind of pushed into a path if we don't make the decision consciously, that we end up in a path that maybe we wouldn't have chosen, but it was still on the plate. Here, things are taken off the plate. Things are taken away. Okay, so it's like there's deadlines. There's time limits to make up our mind. So we have to give our... Right now, our minds are sharp. So it is a time to turn to working, seeking the knowledge out, perhaps, through conversations, through reading things, through watching things, in order to make the knowledgeable, practical decisions that we need to be making right now, in order to move ourselves forward in the way we want. Let's get an oracle card out here. So it's pushing us a little bit more towards the decision-making aspect today. Yesterday was getting the information in more. Today we are trying to work it through our minds so that we know the right steps to take. And I'm hearing flip one more card over. So what would it have been? It's the Page of Wands. Okay, so it's a lot about, watching this kind of attitude in our thoughts and taking the time for some very positive, on purpose, conscious kind of meditation. Growing that dream, growing your steps in your mind, seeing where it might play out, and contemplating those things. Take time. We give ourselves less time towards our path forward than we do on planning a 2-week vacation. That 2-week vacation, we've got the charts out and the diagrams and the checklists and the dates of arrival, and we're telling the right people that we won't be around during those times, and we put a lot of energy into it. But when I ask you where you're going to be in 5 years, you go, well, So it really is about making those conscious decisions right now of how you want to move forward. That's really going to benefit you long term. Okay. Heighten your vitality, the 49 energy. So a 13 energy appears. So sometimes a 13 energy, the 13 energy does bring in great energy for us. Brand new paths, full of exciting, successful challenges and adventures, but a lot of times what happens to us under the 13 energy seems like anything but good luck. But it does put us in the place we need to be in order to really, really shine. Okay, 49. It just doesn't want me to go to 49 in this book. It's saying read any page but that. Okay, here we go. Gonna hold it up. Okay, one of those wonderful pictures of just everything in there. So, what do you see? Tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of a sunlight and visualize the light bringing new energy into you. You can have an energetic reserves to draw on then. Allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with friends, smile, laugh, and share a human touch. So this card is essentially telling us that we have the choice of whether or not we want to be happy and proactive today, or we want to pull ourselves down and allow stress and worry to take over. So I personally think that we should go with the optimistic, positive way. But to be aware of that, to know that if that bad thought comes in, that you can stop it. You have that choice, and it's strong today for you to take that and take control and put in your mind that horizon that you want to see going forward. We have the dog. The friend shows up. Our dog shows up. Okay, we'll try it this way. I keep hoping that it's just going to come in, and sometimes it does. But today is not one of those days. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. So go out and be a friend today. Start that conversation. See what kind of information or aha moments or epiphanies you get through that conversation. It could have nothing to do with that. Somebody says a word and all of a sudden your mind goes to a certain thing and all of a sudden you have that aha moment, that epiphany. Today I will love without conditions. Start that with yourself, okay? Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Start looking at your value, what you can accomplish, your talents, your abilities, the unique you, and work with those assets. Work with that toolbox to create your life going forward. Today I choose to be happy, and I think that is a strong message throughout these cards, to feel that energy of wanting to go forward and to really think it out in practical ways of going forward. Now, it could be unconventional, could be unique, and still have a very practical side to it. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.